49ers Cal High Sports is presented by U.S. Bank. Life keeps moving. We're here for every step. U.S. Bank member, FDIC.
This week on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank, big league games from all around the Bay Area. We'll see Riordan take on league rival St. Ignatius in a dunk fest. Mount Eden takes on Hayward and Piedmont Hills in a first-place matchup with Independence.
We'll have the thrilling girls hoops games with Clayton Valley and Acalanes, soccer with San Mateo and Carlmont, and he's a gamer. We'll have the story of the McClymonds basketball player and his support for his ailing mom. It's all right now on 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank.
Hello everyone, welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. We start this week with boys basketball in the East Bay League. 4 teams started this week with 4-1 records, all tied for first place. California's Dane Wallace is having a fine season, averaging 16 points a game and hitting some clutch shots for the Grizz.
Yeah, he's really good. Dougherty Valley was also 4-1 to start the week. UC Davis-bound guard Jalen Stokes recently had 47 and 32-point performances against 2 of the best East Bay League teams. First place on the line at San Ramon Friday night. Big crowd in the Danda California High School for this East Bay League showdown. Dougherty Valley off to a big lead early. Cole Roque was a spark plug at the start, driving into the trees and bouncing it in. Brady Kuykendall with a strong drive into the paint. Big steps to the rack. That was nice for Cal. But Dougherty Valley was stifling defense all night long. Jalen Stokes here showing great balance. He somehow stays on his feet and rips it home. Still first quarter, the Wildcats stay hot. Rylan Sevilla with a spin move to lose his defender, then a good-looking fadeaway. It's a 7-point Cats lead. More DV defense leading to instant offense. Kenny Cloud gathers the rebound. A nice pass up court to Rashad Cotton Jr., and the Cats were on their way. Second half now, and Cloud showing off his bag of tricks and hitting Stokes like that one. Cloud's bucket makes it 40-16, Dougherty Valley. Then Cloud from way out. Cloud pushing the Cats to a 45-20 lead. Cal keeps fighting down low. It's Krishiv Banerjee with the bucket and one, but this one was never in doubt. Cotton Jr. for 3 here. Who's guarding that guy? The Cats win their 7th game in a row. Here's Stokes with the exclamation point. Dougherty Valley now 6-1 in the East Bay League with 2 regular season games left to play. Stokes and Cotton leading the way.
Menlo-Atherton undefeated in league, facing the Carlmont Scots, who are just 1 game behind. The Bears get out to a quick lead. Trevor Cadigan intercepts the pass and goes driving to the rack for 2. 16-7 MA after 1. And MA goes up by 10 here as Aiden Atkins comes flying in for the putback. A nice play there from the junior. Next Scott possession, Jordan Rice to Josh Lamb. Lamb puts up the high shot, gets the bucket and 1. Carlmont nearly erases that MA lead by the end of the first half. Jordan Rice, the sophomore, hooks and banks in the lay-in. 20-19 MA heading into the third quarter. Dominic Auer to Jerry Williams. Williams drives up the baseline and gets the reverse finish to open up the quarter. Carlmont down by 1 here, looking for its first lead of the night, and Camden rolls in the triple, and Carlmont is on top. Check out this feed from Williams. A dime down low to Luca Auer, wide open. But Carlmont takes the lead back on this physical lay-in from Franklin Quo. We have a good one. Williams with another nice pass down low. This time Bobby Redmond gets the bucket, and you can count the foul. And with time winding down in the third, Jordan Rice fakes the handoff, drives, spins, and Carlmont leads by 3 heading into the fourth quarter. A minute and a half left in the game. This putback from Will Abdella puts the Bears on top, leading by 3 with 16 seconds left. Franklin Quo spins in the paint, lays it in, and Carlmont has possession with 7 seconds on the clock. Down by 2, the inbound pass goes to Camden, and he does not miss. The last chance Hail Mary from MA is off, and what a way to end it. Camden knows game-winning 3 gives Carlmont the win, and the Scots pull into a first-place tie with Menlo-Atherton.
It's the Battle of the Cougars as Evergreen Valley takes on Christopher Thursday night, and Christopher started the game on fire. Ember Navarro kicks it out to Brooklyn Sachs, and Brooklyn knocks it down from three-point land. Now it's Brooklyn Sachs passing inside to Madeline Timone, who lays it up and in as Christopher takes a 13-6 lead after one. Second quarter now, and Casey Carrasco drives, gets the bucket, plus the foul as Christopher extends its lead to 11. But Evergreen Valley rallies back. Asta Bagad dishes it to Aliyah Azam in the corner, and Aliyah shoots and scores from deep. 24-19 Christopher at the half. To the second half now, when it's Casey Carrasco drilling her shot from mid-range. Casey would finish with 11 points. Evergreen Valley comes right back as Asta Bagad fires and hits from the Gilroy outlets. Then it's Asta Bagad again from three-point land, and it's 43-40 Christopher Cougars after three. Christopher looking to put the finishing touches in the fourth. Casey Carrasco drives and dishes it to Madeline Timone, who lays it up and in, but Evergreen Valley storms back in a big way. Bagad for three, puts it in! 2-point game! Now it's Bagad to Ava Pham to Raylene Sandu. Bang! 49-48 Evergreen Valley Cougars. But Christopher responds on the other end. Kalani Brown over to Ember Navarro, who gets the lay-in to go as Christopher retakes the lead 50-49. Then it's Navarro getting the offensive rebound, the second chance bucket plus the foul as Christopher hangs on to win it 54-49 to go to 6-2 in the Mount Hamilton division, just one game back of Evergreen Valley.
Diablo Foothill League play with Clayton Valley and Campolindo playing on a freezing night in Moraga. The Ugly Eagles' Walter Galindo sends a long ball into the box. It's headed by Giovanni Negretti. It's saved, but the second chance goes for Negretti. It's 1-0 CV at the break. Second half now, same score. Brandon Histrov chips a lob into the box, and it's a race for the ball. Christian Ortiz shot on goal goes, and the Ugly Eagles score on the goal from Ortiz to make it 2-0 CV. Now in the 65th minute, Campo's Max Roberts sends a free kick into the box. It's headed by Sam Mungunshai, saved by Colin Farley. Farley keeps Campo off the board. It's cold, but the Campo students are supporting their boys. A play developing for the Ugly Eagles here. Roman Mahmoud with a chance, but Campo keeper Oscar Rubin gets his body in front and comes up with a great save. The Cougars trying to come back. Mungunshagai sends it into the box. Brendan Baldetti with a great effort there, but Campolindo comes up short, and Clayton Valley stays in the league lead with the 2-0 win. Each week, the Rikus Center presents the Gary Rikus Players of the Week Award.
Remember to vote for the Player of the Week on our YouTube membership page. The Players of the Week are featured in a rap performed by our friends at the Rikus Center. Here are this week's Players of the Week.
49ers Cal High, James the Spitter, Gary Rikus, Players of the Week. Let's go.
Jazir Richard, hit him with that 360 dunk. That highlight is on replay, we can't really get enough. Dropping 31 points to let you know he's showing up in the West Catholic League where competition is tough, but it's going up. Hey, a top player in the nation, yeah, he's in that conversation. A 6'6" senior with so much determination. Texas A&M is his college selection. Madison Kumagashi let it fly and hit the threes. The prospect Panther Missy P, she hits from deep. She simply puts on for her team. She takes the lead. She went off and scored 20 cause she knows she's on a mission. Scoring 20 points, she's defeating competition. 54-48, they went ahead and did it. The prospect Panthers are championship driven. The prospect Panthers are championship driven.
Yeah, 49ers Cal High, Gary Rikus Players of the Week, James the Spitter.
Valley Christian High School is always on a quest for excellence, so Valley Christian is helping us honor young people who are on their own quest for excellence. Here is Jackson Robinson from Christopher.
We want to win League B-Val first, and then we win CCS after we've lost last year, so we're trying to get back to CCS Championship.
Valley Christian High School students partnered with Martha's Kitchen to lead a donation drive for people impacted by the Los Angeles wildfires. The response was overwhelming as the VCS community donated clothing, canned goods, toiletries, and more. They were able to fill every single truck available for transport. Martha's Kitchen is now teaming up with the Salvation Army in LA to distribute these much needed supplies. Learn more about Valley Christian's outreach efforts and become a warrior at vcs.net. The Golden State Warriors bring us the basketball coach of the week every week.
This week's Warriors coach of the week is Oakland Tech's head coach Kariga Hart. The Bulldogs with a big win last week while Coach Hart picked up his 300th win. You gotta have Hart. Kariga Hart, this week's Golden State Warriors coach of the week. Coming up, the Santa Teresa West Division battle with Independence and Piedmont Hills.
And Pinole Valley meets Salesian for first place in the Tri-County Rock when 49ers Cal High Sports presented by U.S. Bank returns.
At U.S. Bank, we know how good it feels to reach your milestones, but we also know what really goes into getting you there. That's why we introduced Co-Browse, which connects you to a real banker in real time to help you do anything from adding a new debit card, learning how to save smarter, even creating spending limits.
Mind if I just grab the one?
With Co-Browse, we're always there for you on your road to here, because there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
I think the heater's broken.
I'll get my tools.
Does your family suffer from fixititis syndrome?
Honey, is it working?
Relief is just a call away. Service Champions has been proven to effectively combat the symptoms of fixititis syndrome. Side effects may include delusions of grandeur and a comfortable home. Service Champions is now offering a $68 furnace tune-up. Call 800-5-CHAMPS.
Dub Nation, you ready? Here we go.
Mooney with 1 second puts it up, banked it in. 3.3 to work with. Buddy here.
The switch to Lively. 3, Curry.
It's game time, Dub Nation. The time is now. Get your tickets at Warriors.com.
'49ers Cal High Sports is brought to you by Valley Christian Schools, supporting your quest for excellence. Help us bring positive attention to Bay Area teens every week. Become a '49ers Cal High Sports sponsor. Scan the QR code for details.
A battle for first place in the Santa Teresa West Division this week, where Piedmont Hills and Independence are both 4-0 coming into this game.
That's right. First place is on the line Wednesday night. It's our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, which means both teams get chicken sandwiches after the game. Our Tyler Flipson was there.
It's a big one at the Pirate Ship tonight. The Piedmont Hills Pirates hosting the Independence 76ers. One team going home with their first league loss of the season, the other staying perfect. If the Pirates want to stay perfect, they can count on Don Nguyen and Christian Arciaga. Each averaging more than 10 points per game, they look to lead the Pirates to the treasure of a league title. The 76ers has a lethal weapon in senior captain Joshua Villanueva, the guard averaging 20 points per game and coming off a miraculous 30-point performance in his last game. The Pirates have to keep a close eye on him. First place on the line, it's the 76ers and Pirates in our Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game.
Straight to the action, and speaking of action, here's Villanueva for 3. You betcha! Get used to hearing that name a bunch tonight. Indy up early. 3 minutes left in the first. Armin Dinsa driving to the paint and rolls in the hard-earned 2. Pirates trail by 6. To the second quarter now, and Piedmont rallies. Alonzo Johnson going to work in the paint and gets it to go, tying us up at 12 all. But Indy jumps back ahead next possession. Villanueva makes a sweet move, stops on a dime for the mid-range jumper and in. Sixers lead by 2. Pirates next possession. Going shot for shot, it's Brady Callagagan from 3-land splash, taking the lead by 1. But the Sixers respond immediately. Elijah Thorne says, I've got range too, and he bangs a 3. It's a shootout in here. 17-15 Indy. But this is where Independence picks up some speed. Villanueva to the cup and the acrobatic and 1. Sixers up by 5 now. Under 3 minutes left in the first half now. Thorne finds Villanueva in the corner for 3. Bang! This guy can't be stopped. It's 27-17 76ers. Seconds before the half, Indy looking for a little more, and they get it with Thorne's floated 2, making it 33-17 Indy at the half. And it was all Indy in the second half. Ethan Gualberto out to Marcus Kawamoto for 3 without a doubt. These Sixers have range. Mid-third quarter now, and who else other than Villanueva for the step-back 3? Yes! Are you kidding me? Sixers jump ahead to a 24-point lead. In case the game wasn't enough for the Indy cheer team, they seem to be just excited for the Chick-fil-A cow. Where's my sandwich? And the cherry on top for this Indy dominance, Exceptional ball movement here, throwing to Kawamoto and in. That will do it. Independent staying perfect in league, and Villanueva with back-to-back 30-point performances. He shares how this team has turned it around from last year.
We faced a lot of animosity through the summer, and Coach Lems and Coach Jaron, they've helped us out tremendously. And we wanted it all, and we're back. Indy City's back.
In San Jose with Chick-fil-A sportsmanship game, I'm Tyler Flipson, 49ers, Cal High Sports.
The Pinole Valley band turned it up for their girls team along with the cheerleaders for the first place game in the Tri-County Rock with Salesian. And the Spartans are the first on the board when Danye Turner goes driving to the hoop, spins around in the paint and lands the short jumper. But here come the Pride, Vanessa Perea with a blind feed to Oriana Burden. Salesian up by 3 after 1. Then it's Perea to Jamia Sawyer at the top of the key. Money. Salesian goes up by 5 with 3 minutes to go in the half. Turner going one-on-one with the defender. She finds an opening, pulls up for the mid-range. Count the bucket and the foul. 21-14 Salesian at the break. Third quarter, Turner to Kaya Jackson for 3, and the Spartans go on an 11-4 run to open up the second half, 25-21. Pinole's 6'5" sophomore Henrietta Hudson gets the putback. It's a 2-point game. Perea to Burden to Sawyer, and Jamia hits from 3 to extend Salesian's lead. The Pride end up leading by as many as 12. Perea jump stops and swishes in the short shot, but don't count out Pinole. Kaya Jackson on the fast break goes charging to the rack, getting the layup and the foul to make it a 6-point game. But Salesian stays on top until the very end. Jamia Sawyer leading everyone on the court with 17 points in this 7-point win over Pinole Valley. The Pride go to 6-0 in the Tri-County Rock Division.
A battle for first place in the Peninsula Ocean Division between Carlmont and San Mateo. The Scots look to attack in the 5th minute. Nicole Franklin with a great ball to Niata Hazari, but Audrey Smickey stands tall. One of Audrey's 13 saves in the contest, but in the 10th minute, those Scots continue to create opportunities. And Carlmont's leader in goals, Lindsay Wong, goes top shelf to make it 1-0 Scots. In the 38th minute, Scots threatening once again. Here's a shot that goes off the crossbar, but Wong is there at the right place at the right time, finishing with the header, 2-0 Scots. Carlmont adds another goal before the half. Bearcats looking to clear the ball out of the box, but AJ Montgomery goes far post and sneaks it in. And the ref confirms, yup, that's a goal. 3-0 Scots at the half. And to top it off, one more for Carlmont. Franklin with a pass over the Keo Araton, and the sophomore cashes in. Carlmont has won its first 5 league games, standing in first place in the Peninsula Ocean Division.
Service Champions honors student athletes who do great work around campus.
This week we spotlight Megan Voss from the Hollister cheer team. Megan has been all about getting involved. She's an active member of Rally Club, Key Club, ASB, Circle of Friends, Link Crew, and so much more. Megan truly exemplifies dedication and community spirit. Megan Voss is this week's Service Champions Student Spotlight.
D-Line Constructors presents the D-Line Defensive Play of the Week every week. This week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play goes to Ardarius Grayson from Oakland Tech. Ardarius with a big-time block in the Bulldogs win last week. Ardarius Grayson with this week's D-Line Constructors Defensive Play of the Week.
Delta Dental honors entire teams who do great work in the classroom with the Smiles for Scholars Award.
This week we feature the Evergreen Valley boys basketball team, the Cougars, with a 3.45 team GPA. Be sure to check us out on social media. You can help our show by following our Instagram page, where we now have nearly 36,000 followers.
You can join our YouTube membership page, where you get access to a ton of great content, including early highlights, full game videos, and our full episodes of our Covered Cal High podcast. Here's a clip from this week's episode.
Let's take a look at some of our views from the lens, our best moments from last week.
I have to go with that. It was a lot of tough choices. It has to be Gavin Rendell. Little Euro step spin move to get there through the traffic. And then what I loved after the fact, not just the move, but the Campolindo student section going berserk.
Coming up, the big game in the West Catholic League as first place Riordan takes on St. Ignatius.
And girls hoops with Castilleja and Harker. But first, here is our U.S. Bank Top 10 Girls Basketball Poll.
From the beginning, Mara-West Credit Union was created to provide a brighter financial future for you. We work hard for our members because they're our greatest strength.
MarrowWest worked for me when I needed an auto loan for my first car.
When I need to make a mobile payment, MarrowWest works for me.
MarrowWest works for me wherever adventure takes us.
MarrowWest Credit Union. Let us work for you. Today, tomorrow, together.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests and our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Applebee's Pick Six with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Diamond Training and Development is the Bay Area's largest training facility. Our expert coaches with decades of experience will help you raise your game to the next level. Diamond Training and Development makes sure you stay safe while you train to keep you in the game. Our state-of-the-art equipment will help make your game better than the rest. For baseball, softball, and personal training, Diamond Training and Development will help you get the game you want. Start getting better today.
We are Evergreen Valley.
And you're watching
49ers Cal High Sports.
presented by US Bank.
Back in the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi Stadium with the Riordan Crusaders taking the court this week all alone in first place in the West Catholic League. The Crusaders with a perfect 6-0 league record with talented junior wing and Texas A&M commit Jasir Rencher leading the high-flying Crusaders.
They're high-flying?
High-flying.
So they can get up and they can dunk a little bit.
They dunk just a little bit.
Just
yeah,
a little
maybe
bit. Okay.
a few.
Maybe we'll see some of that. St. Ignatius starts this week just one game behind the Crusaders. The Wildcats featuring junior guard Raymond Whitley. The Cats looking to earn a share of the league lead in the game played at SI Tuesday night. Raymond Whitley about to have an historic night as the Wildcats host Riordan. Riordan off to an early lead, lots of defense leading to offense for the Crusaders. This is Kirby Seals driving and tossing it high off the glass. If you like dunks, this was the game for you. We start off with Andrew Hillman to steal and a one-hand rip. A terrific alley-oop pass here from Ryder Bush to Ness Emeneke. Oh, to be young and athletic. SI has a terrific freshman. This is Alex Moore with the tip at the rim, but the Crusaders extending their lead in the second. Jasir Rencher for three. The Texas A&M commit is very good. Raymond Whitley firing for three, and Whitley now has 1,000 points in his career at SI. Congratulations. More acrobatics for Riordan as Hillman drives and dishes to Emeneke, and he's not going to miss from there. More Crusaders D. It's DJ Armstrong getting the steal to Hillman, and a beautiful bounce pass ahead to JP Pitoffs, and the Crusaders having a lot of fun. Now Jasir Rencher, our play of the week winner from last week, and a two-hand flush for Jasir. But this one is even better. Rencher behind the back, two-handed rip. I pulled a muscle just watching. Ryder Bush is so clutch for Riordan. Here beating the shot clock for a very long three, but Vince Crisp answers for the Cats, a buzzer beater of his own. But this dunk fest belonged to the Crusaders. One more as Hillman feeds Pitoffs for the final dunk of the night. 7 in all as the Bay Area's #1 team stays undefeated in the West Catholic League.
The Castilleja Gators had the San Jose the battle Harker, and those Eagles looking for second chance points as Claire Yu finds Emily Mitnick, and the senior lays it in. Gators respond on the other end. Antonia Vlahos with a great bounce pass to Layla Gallen for two of the juniors' 8 points. Back and forth we go. Isabella Lowe draws some separation and gets the jumper to fall. Oh my, it's 15-8 Harker after one. But those Gators are chomping back in the second thanks to Antonia Vlahos spinning and twirling her way, finishing with the left hand. And if Antonia needs to pull up for three, she will. No problem. 14 points for the senior guard. 23-18 Gators at the half, but Harker storms back in the second half. Isabella Lowe drives in, slings a pass out to Jillian Chen for three. Got it. Eagles cut the deficit to 3, and they would take the lead. Lowe in transition, pulls up from the top of the key. Bang! 36-29 Harker after 3. And those Eagles would pull away. Great ball movement here. And it leads to a Finley Ho 3 from the wing. The bank is open. But have yourself a game Isabella Lowe, 26 points for the senior guard, and check out the finish. Bucket plus the foul. Harker remains tied for first place in the West Bay Skyline Division. 53-35 was the final.
Chick-fil-A brings us stories of athletes who inspire us.
Rashawn Richard is the only child of a single mom living with her father in West Oakland. Rashawn is very close with his mom, which made the news their family received a few weeks ago even more troubling. There's a lot going on in the life of McClymonds basketball star Rashawn Richard. He is busy on the basketball court as a senior guard for the Warriors. Rashawn also designs video games using skills he's learned from taking regular coding classes since 4th grade. Around Christmas time, Rashawn's life took another turn when his mom told him she was diagnosed with breast cancer.
I want to say I may be still in a little shocked about it. But maybe I'm not shocked about it because it is genetic.
When I first heard she had breast cancer, I was in her room talking to her, and my heart kind of stopped a little bit. I was shocked. I kind of cried a little bit, but I wasn't worried because I knew my mom. She's a strong woman. I know she would be able to get through it.
It's still early, so Rashawn and his mom will go through the fight together. As an only child, the two are very close.
It's a very tight bond. I love her to death. You know, there's nothing on this entire planet I would trade for her.
Rashawn's mom heard about a seminar that teaches children how to code. She encouraged her son to give it a try.
He goes to the free seminar and he comes out and he goes, "I have to go back. I have to go back." And so he's been going back year after year after year.
Rashawn was diagnosed with ADHD, which makes it harder to learn and to concentrate. But with his mom's encouragement, Rashawn is chasing his dream.
Whether it's to being the best coder I can be, or being the best computer programmer, being the best drawer, being the best at whatever I can do.
These different types of thinking styles, learning styles, but the games that he developed, you know, were simple, but they were still like, how did you think of that?
Rashawn's mom works hard to make sure her son can succeed in life. She knows basketball alone is not the answer.
Yeah, he plays basketball, right? So if you notice, most inner city kids, they only rely on the sport. But I'm made sure, and the coding is not free. So let me state that. It's something that I'm paying for him. I didn't want to rely on sport.
On the basketball court, Rashawn is helping the Warriors through a rigorous season. Despite his concerns for his mom, this talented player is succeeding in school and on the court.
Still a lot going on, you know what I mean? So we check on him daily to make sure he's all right, but seems to be doing fine, you know what I mean? And we just pray. That's all we can do is just pray for it.
Rashawn continues to play this season as his mom goes through the battle with cancer. He looks back on all she has done for him with gratitude. Rashawn will likely play next season at a junior college while working toward a degree in computer science or related computer science.
It's incredible. I don't even understand what coding means, but he's just so smart, so smart.
I'll explain it to you after.
Yeah, please tell me. Ones and zeros, that's all I know.
That's part of it. Merrill West Credit Union brings us the Merrill West Merit Award. This award honors teachers all around the Bay Area.
Here is Jared Saul from Menlo Cross Country talking about his favorite teacher, Miles Bennett Smith.
Favorite teacher has got to be Mr. Smith and Coach Miles. He is both my AP government teacher and a cross-country coach. And just something that sets him apart is that we're able to kind of have that relationship both within the classroom and on the track, and he's able to kind of be someone I can look up to both in my sport and in the classroom, which is really cool.
Diamond Training and Development is an amazing baseball, softball, and training facility in Sunnyvale, led by former professional ball player and our good friend Adam Shorsher.
Each week, Diamond Training and Development brings us a diamond in the rough. This is a young athlete who is headed towards great success in their sport. This week, we recognize Jordan Matthews from the Miramonte girls soccer team. Jordan leads the Mats with 7 goals this season, and she is just a freshman. Jordan Matthews, this week's Diamond Training and Development, Diamond in the Rough.
Coming up, Cornerstone Christian and their star Benjamin Lucas takes on Head-Royce.
And Sharks Ice High School Hockey with Palo Alto and Los Gatos. This is 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
Applebee's Pick 6 with NFL head coach Dan Campbell.
A pick six is when the defense intercepts the ball and runs it back for a touchdown. And when that happens on Sunday, you get 6 free boneless wings at Applebee's on Monday. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
For over 65 years, Delta Dental has been at the forefront of progressive healthcare for all, offering high-quality, affordable dental plans that strive to meet the needs of everyone. Today, we are the largest network of oral healthcare providers in the nation. At Delta Dental, we're committed to pushing the industry to transform modern healthcare so your family gets more moments that matter for generations to come. Schedule your oral health checkup today.
I'm Nancy Lambert, the director of the Schwab Learning Center at CHC. In a world where every second counts, education doesn't have to be a struggle. At the Schwab Learning Center, our learning specialists work one-on-one with high school and college students with ADHD, dyslexia, and other learning differences. We work with you to understand your learning and attention strengths and challenges. We help you develop strategies that optimize the way you learn. Discover the power of personalized learning that empowers students to excel. Your success is our mission.
I know that the model of credit unions is the very best one for human beings, and so how we bring that to life can truly transform people's lives.
Lumen brings to us the capability to be able to serve members in ways that we haven't before. It is really about enhancing that need for that particular individual like we've never been able to do before, and I'm extremely excited about that.
My bad.
Baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag, baby bag.
Cornerstone Christian leads the Bay County's East Division with a perfect 6-0 league record. The Cougars are led by outstanding sophomore guard Benjamin Lucas, who is averaging 19.5 points a game.
The Cougars meeting Head-Royce this week. The Jayhawks just one game behind the first place Cougars. Head-Royce has an outstanding senior guard in Micah Niamuzoe. The game played in Antioch Tuesday night.
Fist bump mania before Head-Royce takes on Cornerstone Christian in a first place matchup. Benjamin Lucas to Marcus Wagner. Marcus works off Ethan Bake's screen, pulls up from mid-range to tie the game at 10. Seconds left in the first. Lucas pulls up from way downtown to beat the buzzer. Irish Spring Green to end the first. Cornerstone up by 5. Here come the Jayhawks. Nick Hobbs brings it up court, kicks out to Bryce Klepper in the corner. Bryce drives in, fights through contact on the layup to make it a 1-point game. Jaden Stewart jumps the Head-Royce pass and takes it down court, lays it up and in. 18-14 Cougars. Pierre Tyson finds Ryan Seto. Seto fires from the wing. That's good to expand the Cornerstone lead to 7. T.S. Drayden works to the rim with a defender on him. No worries, his layup goes to make it 30-23 Cougars at half. Lucas to Wagner. Marcus lobs it up for Kamel Johnson, who goes up for the alley-oop to make it a 13-point game. Head-Royce stays in this one. Klepper finds Antonio Coleman. Coleman down court, banks it in to cut the deficit to 7. Cougars lead by 10 to open the fourth. Tyson grabs the board and fires to wide open Johnson. Johnson's thinking dunk, but he settles for the layup to keep it at 10. Then here's the big man Banks going to work. Ethan goes through the defender to get the finish as Cornerstone Christian defeats Head-Royce for the second time this season and stay alone atop the Bay County East League.
Off to Texillo Arena now as Los Gatos takes on Palo Alto. The Vikings on the board first. Sam Janik's first shot is saved, but Sam stays with it and gets a second chance past the goalie. Pally would score another later in the period, and it's 2-0 Vikings after 1. Second period now. Owen Fear's shot on goal is saved, but Lev Miller is right there for the rebound goal. 4-0 Palo Alto Vikings. Los Gatos looking to get on the board later in the period, but Miles Joing makes a brilliant save. But the Wildcats break through a short time later as Carrick Stevens shoots and scores for the goal. 4-1 Vikes. Pally comes right back as Owen Fury finds the back of the net. It's a power play goal for Owen. 6-1 Vikings after 2. LG trying to rally back in the final period, but Miles Joying once again makes the save as the Vikings win it 6-1 to finish the regular season undefeated at 12-2. And our Sharks Ice player of the game is Miles Joying, who made 21 saves for the victorious Palo Alto Vikings.
Lexus of Stevens Creek brings us the Volunteer Award, leading to $10,000 in scholarships to be handed out by Lexus of Stevens Creek.
This week's Volunteer Award goes to Willow Ishibashi To from Carlmont. Willow volunteers her time during her summers at Japanese Culture Camp, where she works as a camp counselor for kindergartners. Willow teaches her students about Japanese culture and traditions. She wants her campers to learn to be in touch with both their American and Asian cultures. Willow attended this camp when she was in elementary school and talks about why she is so passionate about her volunteer work.
For me, I just noticed how big of an impact the counselors that were there for me really made when I was a kid, and it was like my favorite thing that I always looked forward to in the summer. And not only was it fun, it was also a way where I actually felt involved with other Asian kids as well. And so I felt like it was really important to give back to that community and continue that chain.
The Harker School brings us the Scholar Athlete Award every week. This week's Harker Scholar Athlete is Luke Devine from the Campolindo basketball team. Luke with a very, very impressive 4.3 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. Last week, the Harker Speaker Series celebrated the life and work of Martin Luther King Jr. with an appearance by Clarence B. Jones, formerly Dr. King's lawyer and speechwriter, as well as a close friend. The evening also featured a performance by the Harker School Orchestra, conducted by senior Rohan Ramkumar. At Harker, transitional kindergarten through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Coming up, the best in girls basketball as Acalanes takes on Clayton Valley.
And Tennyson takes on Alameda on the soccer pitch. But first, here is this week's learning tip from the Schwab Learning Center.
Just like your coach, we'll be by your side helping improve your skills. Our learning specialists are here to help you develop skills to improve your executive functioning, like developing goals that are specific, measurable, and achievable, so important to academic success. Utilizing planners or digital calendars to organize and plan tasks in advance. Keeping track of the 3 Ds, when something is due, when you will do the task, and when you are done, to help with time management, task initiation, and task completion. Discover the power of personalized learning support at the Schwab Learning Center.
A great game in girls basketball this week as the top 2 teams in the Diablo League face off. Acalanes has a 19-1 overall record, 6-0 in league. The Dons led by Cal Poly commit Dulce Vale.
The Dons facing the Ugly Eagles from Clayton Valley this week. The Uggs also undefeated in league. A battle for the league lead played at Acalanes Wednesday night.
The starting 5 introduced in a fight for first in the Diablo League. Erilyn Clark feeds it to the junior guard Lucy Giotron at the wing. Lucy from deep. That's good. Clayton Valley trails by 1. Acalanes wastes no time. Ariana Hallstorm finds the junior captain Lexi Lee. Lexi from way downtown. Cash! Both teams trade triples. Dons up 7-3. Acalanes goes on a run. Cameron Thornton feeds the hot hand of Lee at the other side of the court this time, but still way downtown. Lexi knocks it down. Dons are up 10. Great defense by Chris Lockenlale. The senior steals the ball, rushes down court, finds Thornton, who finishes off the glass. Acalanes came to play 22-6 after 1. Anjanette Taguinod grabs the offensive board, gives it to Juitron. Lucy creates some space and fires from deep. Count it! Ugly Eagles not stepping down. Natalie Frenchman double team, gets it away to Hallstorm. Ariana drives down the lane and finds the bucket. Dons up 42-12 at the break. Hallstorm punches this ball away. Sophie Chin gets a hold of it and fires ahead to Lockenlale, who lays it up and in, make it 48-12. Then Lockenlale kicks out to who else but Lee from the corner. Green! What a night for the junior guard with 4 threes. Into the 4th, how about one more for Lexi? She almost breaks the defender's ankle, steps back from the wing. It hangs around on the rim and then drops. And this Acalanes crowd is loving it as the Dons bring the heat, improving to 21-1 on the season and grab onto a solo lead up first at 7-0 in league.
Tyler Flipson here for a first-place WAC Shoreline Division showdown. The Alameda Hornets hosting the Tennyson Lancers. Alameda gets straight to work. Landon Garcia one-on-one with the goalie and rifles this one in. That goal calls for a Garcia gritty, if you ask me. Hornets up 1-0. Tennyson looks to respond. Jerson Gomez from downtown to the top right corner, and it's just wide. Alameda keeps their lead in the 12th minute. Moments before the half, Alameda applying the pressure. Reagan Flanders' shot is blocked, but Wesley Butterfield is ready for it as he taps it in. Hornets lead 2-0 going into the half. Tennyson in the second half now, looking to half the deficit. A low rocketed free kick, but Alameda's Miles Handler is there for the diving save. Final moments of the second half, and Alameda puts the nail in the coffin. Colin Perro's shot is blocked, but Jackson Babbitt finds it for the score. And in case that wasn't impressive enough, how about that backflip? A proper celebration for a big win for the Alameda Hornets, all alone in first place in the WAC Shoreline Division.
Venardi Zurada is your faithful injury attorneys, bringing us the hometown hero every week.
This week we honor longtime PA announcer Dave George. Dave and his amazing voice can be heard at games all around the Bay Area. For 15 years, Dave has worked the mic at De La Salle sporting events, Sacred Heart Prep, and CCS water polo games, and a variety of other events. Dave George, this week's Venardi Zurada hometown hero.
Albanese Construction brings us the Dirty Work Play every week. This is a play that shows the same type of grit and determination, brought to you by all of the folks at Albanese Construction.
This week's Dirty Work Play goes to Caden Gibbs from Bishop O'Dowd, taking the charge in the Dragons game last week. Caden Gibbs doing the dirty work, just like our good friends at Albanese Construction. The San Jose Earthquakes present the Soccer Players of the Week. The boys Soccer Player of the Week is Aaron Shellhouse from Lee. Aaron with a goal and an assist for the Longhorns last week.
The girls Earthquakes Player of the Week is Lucy Lambana from Newark Memorial. Lucy with 1 goal and 1 assist for the Cougars in their win last week.
Coming up to San Francisco we go for the Crumble Cookies Game of the Week with Washington and Lincoln.
And girls soccer with American and Newark Memorial right here on 49ers Cal High Sports, presented by U.S. Bank.
At U.S. Bank, when we say we're in it with you, we mean it. Not just for the good stuff, the grand openings and the celebrations, but for all the hard work it took to get there. We are in for all of it. It's tough for sure, but less tough when you have the right people by your side, like Kayla from Kansas City and thousands of other bankers around the country. Because together we're proving there's nothing as powerful as the power of us.
Get ready for the most exhilarating season yet. Sharks Ice Hockey is hosting 34 teams spanning from Fresno to Reno. Over 700 hockey players all competing for state and national titles. Be part of the thrilling action. Experience the speed, the skill, and the passion from these young hockey players. Games are played at Sharks Ice locations from all over the Bay Area. Looking to join, support, or to find games? Go to sharkshighschoolhockey.com.
This is gonna be big.
Are you ready?
The big one's coming! Big one's coming!
Soccer's biggest stars.
Major League Soccer has begun.
All on the Bay's biggest stages. It's the start of a whole new era. We home for the season kickoff. The future starts now.
The Lincoln Mustangs lead the City League coming into this week with a perfect 8-0 league record.
The Mustangs meeting second place Washington. The Eagles just 1 game back and looking to pull into a first place tie. It's our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. Our Jake Vanderbrook was there.
We got quite the showdown for you in the City League as Lincoln takes on Washington. The Mustangs have been playing some wonderful basketball thus far. They're 8-0 in league play, and as a matter of fact, they're looking for its 5th consecutive league title. Samari Tanner continues to play at a high level, averaging 15 points per game, but the Eagles are right behind them, sitting in second place, and they're led by senior Corey Abatow. The senior is averaging 18 points per contest. It's Lincoln and Washington in our Crumble Cookies Game of the Week. There's the man I was talking about. Samari Tanner decides to pull up and nail the trifecta. Nice shot there. Then Fred Davis fires a pass over to Keon Lutt, and Lutt's floater is money. Back come those Eagles. Izana Hailu finds Bradley Matsubayashi with the easy layup. It's 13-8 Mustangs after 1. Second quarter, Mustangs continue to attack the basket. Caleb Bond using his strength to get to the hoop. Bucket plus the foul, but the Eagles continue to spread their wings. Jonah Chu finds Renzo LaSalle in the corner. That's cold hard cash. Corey Abatow wants to get into a rhythm, and he sure does with this finish. Moments later, Hailu gonna do the same thing, getting the basket to go. It's all tied at 28 at the half. Third quarter, Washington doing a great job attacking the basket. Abental cannot be stopped, finishing with the left hand. 34-29 Eagles. Back comes Lincoln. Fred Davis had a great night, 18 points, including this hard-earned basket to get to the free throw line. Washington poured it on in the second half, though. Abental is lighting up the scoreboard, getting the fadeaway jumper to go. 16 points for the senior. And man, this guy is a great facilitator. How about this dime to Oliver Doss? It's 49-44 Washington after 3. And those Eagles are flying away in the fourth. Shot is off the mark, but LaSalle grabs an offensive board, kicks it to Hailu from the wing, straight homie cash. 15 points for the junior. And to top it off, Abental finding his big man once again, Doss with another bucket. Washington snaps Lincoln's 23-game league winning streak. Corey Abental talks about how special this win means for him and his team.
This win means a lot. Like I haven't beat Lincoln in a while, and it's just special. And like doing it with this team, it brings all the energy, and that's what makes it fun.
From putting the ball into the cup to punching his ticket to the senior ball, I'm Jake Vanderbrook, 49ers Cal High Sports.
First place on the line in the Mission Valley League as American takes on Newark Memorial. The Eagles on the attack early. Abigail Peterman shoots one on target, but Olivia Costa is right there to make the save. Newark trying to break through later in the half. Amaya Cabrales tries one from a long way out, but Arden Rose is right there for the save. No score at the half. American looking to get on the scoreboard to start the second half. Abigail Peterman is through on goal. Abigail fires one, but she is denied once again by Olivia Costa. But the Eagles finally break through as the ball finds Yalina Gokul, and the freshman finds the back of the net as American takes a 1-0 lead. Then later in the half, Peterman finally beats the keeper as Abigail shoots and scores, and that right there is how you celebrate the goal. It's 2-0 American Eagles. One more for American as Peterman finds the back of the net again on the free kick. Abigail's second goal of the match as the Eagles take a stranglehold of first place in the Mission Valley League, beating Newark Memorial 3-0.
The Hillsdale girls basketball team is having an amazing season.
Yeah, and they met our Jake Vanderbrook at the Rica Center to talk about it this week.
And we are here at the Rica Center for Human Enhancement where goals are achieved. Got goals? And here's the girls basketball team from Hillsdale High School. Make some noise! All right, those Fighting Knights are playing some wonderful basketball, 16-2 overall, entering this week. I'm starting off with Kiara Natal, who's a junior. So Kiara, what's been clicking for the ladies thus far?
I think we have a lot of returning players from last year, so we've been building our team chemistry from that and also from summer and training. So we've been doing really good, and I hope we keep it up.
Yeah, the ladies have been playing some wonderful basketball, 5-1 in the Peninsula Bay Division, and I'm with Daniela Sierra, who is also a junior. So Daniela, you know, three-way tie for first place in the Peninsula Bay Division with Mills and Menlo-Atherton with you guys at 5-1. So what is it going to take for this team to stay at top of the standings by the end of the regular season?
If we just keep our team mentality together and keep playing through adversity as a team, I think we'll stay at the top.
Oh, for sure. And finally, I'm going to make my way over to Lexi Carson, who is a senior. So Lexi, talk about what this program means to you and what are you going to miss playing for Hillsdale?
I think it means a lot to me. Like, I've met some of my best friends through this program, so I'm just really going to miss playing with my teammates and, like, playing together.
Absolutely, ladies. Thank you so much for joining me. Now, best of luck to you. Rest of the way. Take us out with a break.
Together on 3. 1, 2, 3, together!
Coming up, first place on the line as Mount Eden takes on Hayward.
But first, here's the U.S. Bank Bay Area Top 10 Basketball Poll. The big game in the West Alameda Shoreline League played this week as Mount Eden put its perfect 4-0 league record on the line.
The Monarchs taking on second place Hayward. The Farmers just one game back in the game played at Hayward Tuesday night.
Here come the Hayward Farmers as they take on crosstown rival Mount Eden Tuesday night. The Farmers were hot from deep early. Isaiah Spearman gives it to TJ Moore, and TJ makes a splash all the way from downtown Hayward. Now it's Moore finding a wide open Isaiah Galley, and Isaiah knocks it down from three-point land. Then it's Jackie Smith over to Isaiah Galley for three. Bang! 14-5 Hayward Farmers. But Mount Eden answers with a Devin Santos mid-range jumper. 18-9 Hayward Farmers after 1. More Monarchs in the second as Devin Santos drives, lays it in, plus the foul to cut the deficit to 7. The Farmers fire back. Christopher Gussicow dishes it to TJ Moore, and TJ hits again from downtown Hayward. Then it's Moore driving to the hoop, and TJ gets the floater to go. 29-22 Hayward Farmers at the half. Mount Eden looking to rally back in the second half. Johnson Tran over to Denzel Jackson, and Denzel connects from three-point land. Now it's Johnson Tran with the drive and the bucket, and it's a three-point game. Hayward comes right back as Jackie Smith knocks it down from deep. Time winding down now. Devin Santos passes it ahead to Denzel Jackson. The turnaround jumper is good! 43-41 Hayward Farmers after 3, but Hayward pulls away in the fourth. Jaden Bonds going all the way to lay it in. Then it's Jaden Bonds throwing it down with authority! Oh my goodness! Hayward wins it to go to 4-1 in the West Alameda County Shoreline Division and force a three-way tie for first with Mount Eden and San Lorenzo.
Presentation High School, San Jose's all-girls high school, presents the Female Scholar Athlete Award each week. This week's Presentation High's Female Scholar Athlete is Sadie Slaughter from Prospect Basketball. Sadie great on the court and in the classroom with a 4.4 GPA.
It's a spooktacular night of theater as Presentation High School proudly presents The Addams Family. This hilarious and kooky musical will run from February 7th to 9th and then from the 14th to the 16th. The musical showcases the incredible talent of presentation students both on and off the stage. From costumes, hair, and makeup to sound, lighting, and set design, our students are involved in every aspect of production, bringing this iconic family to life. Performed in our very own on-campus theater, this is a show you won't want to miss. Tickets are on sale now. Purchase at presentationhs.org/box office.
DGDG.com brings us the Be Happy play each week. This is a play in a game that made everyone happy.
This week's Be Happy play goes to the Alameda Hornets. Jackson Babbitt scoring a goal for the Hornets and shows his enthusiasm with an acrobatic celebration. Want to be a happy car buyer? Go to DGDG.com. Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion play of the week. We'll see which play gets it next.
But first, here is this week's financial tip for teens and their parents, sponsored by Lumen Digital.
Research scholarships, grants, and financial aid options to help cover education costs. Use personalized dashboards that show progress towards saving goals.
Service by Medallion brings us the play of the week every week. It's a play we thought was the very best from all of the plays this week.
Here's a little segment we call the Play of the Week.
Up first, Jaden Bonds from Hayward. A nice rip there. It was a dunk fest with the Riordan Crusaders. Nez Emeneke. Then it's JP Pittoves. This was the best dunk from Riordan. What a rip from Jasir Rencher. That was the play of the week until Camden No hits this game-winning three-pointer to win it for the Carlmont Scots. Camden No takes home this week's Service by Medallion Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's 49ers Cal High Sports for this week. Thanks for joining us. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I am Aubrey Tolliver. Be sure to come back next week as we meet the College Park basketball star finding a home after a long journey. We'll see you then.
Thanks for watching. Please join our YouTube memberships to get early access to highlights and our podcast, Covered Cal High.
You'll also be able to see full game videos and vote for the Players of the Week. So click join and make sure to tune in every Sunday night at 6 p.m. on NBC Sports California. We'll see you at the games.